All right, we're with Sal Fish here at the San Felipe race, and what do you think of this course, Sal?
Well, we've got a great course. It's basically the course that we ran at the San Felipe 250, and this is called the Ducati Score Challenge of Champions. And I'll tell you, everyone that's entered this race is really going to be a champion because I was out remarking the course in Diablo Dry Lake yesterday, and it was 124 degrees. It was really warm. The humidity's pretty high here today, but you know what? Hey, it's off-road racing, and as I've always said, this is not for wussies, and this is going to be a great event.
Right on. Did you guys have to change, or what did you change up there on the dry lake?
Well, we had some rain over the weekend, and so the dry lake was impassable. So we had moved the course to the high road, which is to the east of the dry lake, and then when I got down here the night before last, it was too late to go out there, but I went out yesterday morning at 6 o'clock, and the dry lake was passable. I got through, so we moved. Basically, it's the same course that we originally had, but you're not as far west because there is still some mud in there. But that's great. It's going to be a very challenging course. I really appreciate the racers and families that have stepped up and support this event. As we all know, things aren't that great in the United States, the economy, and with this heat and the change of venue from Prim, Nevada to here. I think it was a real Trojan effort on all the racers' parts and sponsors, and I really appreciate that.
Cool. So what did you have to do to get the power back on?
How about that? I tell you, in the basically 39, 40 years that I've been doing this, it always seems that a score event has some unique rarity, and my God, how could we ever thought about, that all the power goes out in Baja California along the borders and in San Diego, I understand. It was kind of romantic last night, sitting out at the restaurants with candlelight and almost a full moon, and the power went on, I think, about 1:30 this morning, and things are up, and we're ready to go racing.
Did you have a contingency plan in case it was still out?
Well, yes, I did. The most concern that I had was, first of all, that the clinic that we use here and the hospital, that they had alternating generators so that if we did have an emergency, we would be able to take care of it. And I also made sure I called Scripps Laboratory in San Diego to make sure that, which I knew, they have power no matter what happens because they've got so many patients and everything. I want to make sure that if we did have a medical emergency here, that we use our chopper and our fixed wing, the Flight to Life, to get them out, that when we got them to the States, we wouldn't have a problem. Both those were confirmed that there was no problem at all. So, it's a race. It's going to be very difficult. The racers are going to have to take a lot of water out there, and that's what makes the challenge, and that's why it's going to be a champion challenge.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.